This video is about this car. Would you like to know about this car? I'm sure you would. This car, his name is Geoff. That's all you really need to know, but I am going to go a little more into detail because I hope at least one person in this room is interested in this as much as I am. First of all, he's a 2003, so he's 18 years old. He's going on 20. Once he's 20, he gets to have the blue classic plates. I can't wait for that day. He's a Mini Cooper, quite obviously, but he's not just any Mini Cooper. He's the S, which you can see from this little S badging on either side. One of which is it wiggles and wobbles a bit, but that's okay because he's Geoff. He's not perfect, but to me, he's perfect, and that's all that matters. He's my car. He's my pride and joy. His headlights are fogged up. The sun visors don't block the sun. The windshield wipers try their best. They clean the roof better than the actual windshield. He's got a big nostril for all that air because he needs it, because he's got a supercharger, and that means that he whines when you rev. Because the supercharger is forcing air in that 1.6-liter four-cylinder engine, and he's making 163 horsepower. Now, you may think that's not a lot of power, and you'd be right, but he only weighs 1.5 tons. No, 1.2 tons. He's so small. Like, he's my entire width. He's so easy to hug. He has so much everything. He has cracks and popples when you let off the gas. He goes like... He's got a little rust. He's got a little bit of rust in the passenger door. I'm going to get that repaired for free because my grandpa knows a guy, and I don't know what that means, but as long as the rust is gone, I'm okay with it. He's got 50,000 miles on him just. He's getting there. He's at like... I don't know. The ignition isn't on. He's beautiful. He's absolutely wonderful. Ignore the fogged up headlights. They're 18 years old. That happens to old 2000s cars' headlights. This is the first generation of the new generation of Minis. And he's loved by many. Anyways, this whole video is about why I love driving. But not just going to the shops every day, going to school type of driving. I mean driving. I mean on a beautiful windy road, in a manual car preferably. A car that you've built a relationship with, a car that you know inside and out. There is something about driving that makes me go insane. I feel like the engine is just singing to me as I accelerate. When you shift up, you can feel mechanical things moving right through the pedal. The car responds and it speaks to me like an old friend. I can feel the bumps in the road translated right through the seat. The steering wheel lets you know exactly where the wheels are, and the noises! The noises! Geoff really does have a personality. He's lighthearted, and he's a little car, and he's just, every time you get in him and you start him up and you start to drive, you just get the idea that he's so happy to be a car. But he also is a monster. He will eat up a back road without looking back, and he'll scream and he'll shout, and it's adorable, and I love it. And it's really fun. For people who still haven't decided on the next car they want to buy, or if you're in the market for your very first car, just choose something interesting, something fun. This car, this Geoff Mini, this little Mini is unreliable, it's a bitch to maintain, and when the clutch goes, the entire car has to be disassembled. It costs me about $1,000. But I think it's all worth it. There will always be downsides to owning this car, but there's nothing more that can put a bigger smile on my face every time I go out and see it in the morning. And that is truly, I think, all that really matters.